brings us to the first question in our investigation, and it's about the father. Did Jake get a deal? Did Jake get a deal? I mean, he's on the side of the road. There's cadaver dogs. There are detectives. There are searchers. What is going on here? Here to help answer that question, Chief Public Defender for Oakland County, Michigan, Paulette Loftin, and former LA County Deputy Public Defender Philip Dubé. Great to have you both here. Paulette, I'm going to begin with the California kid, all right? Philip Dubé.
Yes.
Let me ask you, before we get to the ultimate question here, he's got a lawyer. Vincent Hughes is his name. He's got the same name as me. He's also a DJ like me, and apparently he's also a very good lawyer. That's his defense attorney. This guy now is arrested, and 2 days later, he's out there with deputies. How does that happen? Can deputies just, if they want to take him to the side of the road, they want to take him to a place, can they just bring him there?
Absolutely, they can. They go during an interrogation at the station. They use a manipulative sort of crime scene investigation technique where they kind of cozy up to the inmate and try to get his version of events so he can get it off his chest. And he's
got a lawyer, though. He's got a lawyer, Philip, just so you know. He's got a lawyer. He has representation.
Got that, Vinnie, but he has to ask for an attorney. Remember, he has not been formally charged in court yet. He was arrested Friday night, and under California law and Supreme Court precedent, they have 48 hours, not including weekends or holidays, to get him to court to be arraigned formally. So right now, he is only held on arrest charges, not formal court charges. So the only thing that's triggered right now is Miranda. If they read him his rights, told him he has the right to remain silent, he has the right to counsel, and he hasn't invoked, then it's fair game to take him out in the field if he's willing to cooperate. And he fell prey to this sort of manipulative tactic. There is no way on earth that the cops can promise him a deal because he hasn't been formally charged yet in court. There is no prosecutor even on the case. Nothing has been filed to make those types of promises. And I can tell you now, Vinnie, that if a cop or a detective made that type of promise, it could be deemed to be involuntary, any statements that he gives, and it's suppressible under due process. So I hope that they dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's, because let me tell you, if they mess this up procedurally, this man really could walk.
Wow, Paulette, what are your thoughts here? Did Jake get a deal? Philip is telling me no.
I agree with Philip. I think it's way too early. Very often police use a tactic, as Philip just described. You want to put yourself in the best scenario when we turn this case over. You want to tell us where this child is. Usually they bring up some type of emotion. Obviously, the police want this child's body, dead or alive. This case is not solved until that happens. So obviously the tactics that the police used worked. He gave them some bit of information, or at least a location or possible locations where the body was left. Otherwise, I don't think they would have just taken him out on a witch hunt. I think they were following up on something he said, and maybe they were able to verify some credibility. Maybe his phone was pinging in that area at some point in time where he's claiming he dumped this poor child. And now they are going to have him go with them, since it looks like a very remote area, to try to find this child so that they can move forward with this case.
And Philip, I just want to follow up, because he's been very public about representing Jake. Like, I know that Vincent Hughes represents Jake. Are you telling me that even if he's made that public, how about if the lawyer says, hey, that's my client that you have there? Can they still just question him without going through the lawyer?
The U.S. Supreme Court held, I believe it was in the mid-90s, that even if his counsel is at the station waiting to talk to his client, the cops don't even have a legal duty to tell him that his lawyer is there. The only thing they have a duty to do is tell him that he has the right to an attorney. If that he cannot afford one, one will be appointed. If he does not ask for an attorney affirmatively, they have no obligation to tell him that there's one waiting in the wings there of the lobby. No obligation whatsoever. So if he chooses to talk, spill it, give his version of events, he does it as at his own peril.
This is fascinating to me, Paulette, the way this all went down, because it started as an abduction, but then Vincent Hughes came forward representing the father. The father's been through the system. I mean, he has abused a baby in the past, got a sweetheart deal. I think maybe did one night in jail. That baby will never be the same. She's now a special needs child. For the rest of her life, she'll be that way because of him and I guess his prior wife. I'm shocked. I am shocked that this is all happening not through the lawyer, likely you're saying without any sort of a deal, just like be a good guy and we'll help you on the back end kind of thing? Like we see on those cop shows? Are you kidding me?
So very often, detectives, if they're skilled, they are able to get a defendant or someone that's arrested to make decisions that they otherwise would not make. As a defense attorney, I have been in the lobby of police stations retained by family members, and my client decides to make a statement because, as Philip said, if the client wants to make a statement, even if you're the attorney and you're in the lobby, it is their choice.
Wow.
So I have to believe in this situation, he's not new to these type of proceedings. He's been in trouble before. He's been arrested before. I'm sure he's been interviewed before. I think he thought he was going to be smarter, and he fell prey to the detective's tactics. And here he is spilling the beans.
Unbelievable. He's got a lawyer named Vincent. Why would you not like, okay. Great news, Paulette, Philip are staying with us. Coming up next, will Rebecca stick with the Ola man story?